Welcome to my RD journey. I'm Felicia, owner and registered dietitian at Peraza Nutrition. If you're a dietetic intern, maybe gearing up for your first rotation, or maybe you're already in your dietetic internship and you want to finish strong, then this video is for you. Having been a dietetic intern myself and a preceptor for the last 5 years, I have 5 tips for you to be a successful intern. Tip number 1, show up on time. Get up early and never assume that traffic is going to be the same every single time. If you are running late for your rotation, check in with your preceptor, let them know you're running late and maybe your estimated time of arrival. The same goes for virtual meetings. So if you're doing more of a distance program right now and you're doing things over the computer, maybe doing virtual meetings, make sure you let your preceptor know if you're going to be running late and try to get there on time just in case you're having any kind of technical issues with the computer. Your preceptor should not be waiting for you. Tip number 2, be professional. This goes for what you wear and also how you communicate with your preceptor. So for what you wear, check in with your preceptor before your first rotation and ask them what the dress code is. Maybe you'll be wearing scrubs, maybe you're going to be looking to wear business casual, but check in with your preceptor and see if it changes on a daily basis. As for corresponding with your preceptor, make sure you're professional. So your emails, spell check, make sure you're clear and concise. You don't want your preceptor to be checking in with you trying to figure out what you're trying to say in your emails. Tip number 3, come prepared for your rotation. So maybe you haven't started your rotation just yet. Check in with your preceptor, ask what you need to bring with you the first day. Do you need to bring a computer? Should you be bringing your extra assignment material? What do you need to bring with you? Also plan to bring things for downtime. So your preceptor might not be with you the whole entire rotation, maybe that 8-hour day. So what can you do in your downtime? Can you study for the dietitian exam? Can you maybe work on projects that the preceptor is going to assign to you? Ask them and check in with them. As for your rotation assignments, make sure you have a clear idea of what you need to do and what your preceptor needs to do. Don't just rely on them to be checking and making sure they're completing the assignments or doing your evaluations. You have to have a schedule when the preceptor needs to do what, and make sure you're checking in with them on a daily basis. Tip number 4, engage and ask questions. This is your rotation. Get involved in the rotation, even if it's not something you're truly excited about doing. Maybe you're not so excited about clinical, still be engaged and ask questions. So never be afraid to ask your preceptor a question. If they have a problem with you asking a lot of questions, maybe ask them what's a good time that you can ask them a question. Maybe you just caught them at a bad time. Or see if there's someone else that you can check in with when you have questions about your rotation. Tip number 5, be open to learning and growing. So as I mentioned before, you might not love every rotation. I knew I wasn't necessarily interested in clinical, but you still might learn something. You might connect with another dietitian. You might end up connecting with someone that you'll reconnect with in the future. So always be open to that learning, always be open to growing, and keep an open mind. Being open to learning also means being open to receiving feedback. So this could be very critical feedback, but engage with your preceptor, ask them what you can do to maybe do better the next time, and also be open to giving feedback. Maybe your rotation isn't going the way you planned, maybe your preceptor isn't giving you a ton of time, they might not even know. So check in with them maybe once a week, just see how things are going, give them some feedback, and be clear in what you need. Maybe you need a little bit more time with questions, maybe you need a little bit more time on your assignments. Check in with them. They're there for you to help you learn, or at least they should be. And this is your rotation, your dietetic internship, so you got to make sure that you're on top of what you're doing to get the best experience. So I hope these 5 tips help you maybe on your dietetics journey. Leave a comment below and let me know how your internship is going, or maybe if you're gearing up for your dietetic internship, let me know what your plans are to get yourself ready for that first rotation. If you found this video to be helpful, give it a like. Subscribe for more videos like this, and good luck with your first rotation.